Hey everyone, it's Dave and Olive. We're trying doing something a little less formal tonight. Yeah, we actually gotta like reorganize our some of our office here. It's like getting totally out of hand, and so I was gonna like do some new shelving and stuff. And I thought, well, might as well just bring you guys along and see how it goes, see what you guys think of what we do here. I'll give you a little idea of what I'm talking about. So yeah, give you guys a little behind the scene. We did this before, but it's been a while. So that's our chair that we usually film from. But like this is the rest of the what I call the study, but most of my family calls it just calls the office. But so we, as you can see, our shelves have actually gotten ridiculous, and we have like books on top of books here. You can't even see what's back there. A lot of these, especially with a lot of these old paperbacks, and we got a little room. We could put some shelving, I think. And as you can see, it's like absolute total mess over here. We got all these like books we've been picking up and stuff. And this is, we got to get all these paperbacks like out of there. But we also, this is another problem right here, as you can see. This is what I used to call the TBR basket, but I think what I've heard Dia call over at Novel Idea called a pile of possibilities. This is our kind of pile of possibilities. I don't know if she originated the term, but it's a good one. This is our like pile of possibilities basket. And as you can see, it's like ridiculous, right? It's like twice the size of the basket. So, and we have some room over here. Like this is like this whole basket. Little known fact, these are like my old like comics previews. Like I used to actually read. I used to spend like 90% of my time actually reading comics. I used to read way more comics than books. That's kind of reversed now. But so these are like, I was so into it then. I would actually get these like previews every month. So like I would like be checking like literally all the comics that were coming out. I was like a little crazy with this stuff. I don't even know why I saved these previews. There's like no reason to have all this stuff. So yeah, we're going to try to get these organized, and then we'll show you guys what they look like as we go, and then maybe we even talk about some of the books that are on there. So, all right, see you in a bit. Hey everyone, it's actually the next morning now. We did some work on this last night, but I'll show you that now. But we didn't. I realized we didn't like explain fully why this reorganization was actually like a major. It like finally came to a head because it's like this study is not like the totality of the books. Like this is like a sprawling problem now that we have in the house. So like these shelves over here, like I can't, so I built these shelves when we moved in, and like I put in these French doors. And so my wife was actually like pretty surprised. She didn't think she didn't know I could be that handy. But like these shelves down here, I can't use for books because I built these differently, because these have, these are bins that have like all our comics in them. So it's just like tons and tons of comics. Like I said, we used to read a lot of these. And so these go like mostly all the way around, except like in the back here, we've got this is like all our science, different science fiction magazine. Oh, that was an important one I just pulled out there. That was yeah, that was David, a short story from David Brin's series. Anyway, so I probably actually need to put more comics here and move these magazines somewhere else. But, and then, you know, like these books, like continue, like you can see, I like extended out here. And so I have these like other bookcases out here with like, there's more comic bins down there, more books up here on top of the cases and everything. And we even have some more upstairs. So yeah, I'm actually kind of embarrassed to show you guys this because it's a mess up here too. I'm organizing everywhere, but as you can see, we have this extra couple of shelves here with more books on it. Those are all my old D&D books up there. And as you can see, I even have, I don't know if you can see it, but I even have like stacks of comics up on the top. And those are like the more mature comics. So like if some kids come over or something, nobody gets their hands on that and starts seeing that inappropriate stuff. But so here's the first thing we did. On the other side of the French door, we had a little bit of space there. And so I put up this very thin little bookcase. So we had room for that. And I'll give you another little sneak peek here. I cleaned this out because this is like behind the desk. This is where we work in. So when we're doing like editing videos, this you know, this is where we do it. This is actually Olive's chair that when she's helping me edit the videos. You can see she's got her Disney blankie there. And so I like to have room on this side too to walk because, you know, when I have to get up for different reasons while we're editing or doing whatever, I don't want to have to constantly move Olive's chair out of the way because she likes to sit right next to me over here. So that's probably way too much information. But so I put this thin one here. This is perfect because it has very short shelves and it's very thin. So I figured this would be perfect for mass market paperback. So that's what we did. We loaded it up with those. It's all fantasy and science fiction mass market paperback. So, you know, it's like you can see on the top, we have some fantasy on the top here. These are our old copies of Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, the first Robert Jordan book. Here's old popular Piers Anthony series and some additional Piers Anthony's. Down here we have, I actually didn't read, this was pretty cool, this series, this Goblin series by Jim C. Hines. This was funny. This was like one of those kind of like just, I only read the first one, even though I have the trilogy, but I gotta go read the rest. This is one of those like super light, just like ridiculous fantasy quests. This is about like a goblin who's just like an idiot, but ends up like, you know, besting everybody, like all these like great adventurers and everything, just, but like by accident. And so I left a space here because this Wise Man's Fear, which Namiria was nice enough to send us. But I'm actually still working through The Name of the Wind, the first book, so I left this spot for that. These are these are like some these are other series by Margaret. I don't know if people know Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman did this famous you know, Dragonlance series, and a lot of other people have written for it now too. There's like 190 books or something. So I have a fair number of them here, but I left those over here because I have both hardcover and paperback. So over here I tried to put, some of this might change in case I forgot things, but most of this is, I tried to put just paperbacks where I don't also have hardcovers of those authors here. So I might have made some mistakes and have to change it, but that's it for now. But anyway, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, after they did the original Dragonlance, they did a few other series. This is like the Dark Sword series that they did. That's a trilogy. This was the first book of the Rose of the Prophet. And then this was another one, Death's Gate Cycle. I think it was like a 7-book series or something that they did. So they did a lot of stuff besides Dragonlance that a lot of people don't really know about. And then here's just some other random fantasy books that I had found, like at fairs or whatever. And then here's some other more serious fantasy. Like this is a box set of Mistborn. This is a 4-box set. This is R.A. Salvatore series. So this covers a few characters. This that Drizzt guy you see there, that's you know, he's famous in R.A. Salvatore's world. Salvatore's written so many fantasy books, and that guy's famous. But I don't know if a lot of people realize that like this was actually where like all that stuff started, as far as I know. This came out in the 80s. I think this was the first book, and you can see Drizzt here. But he wasn't actually the main character. The main character was this guy, Wolfgar, this like young barbarian, and Drizzt and this dwarf like trained him. And this was a sequel, Streams of Silver, but Drizzt like took off after that, and so like there's like I don't even know how many books, just endless books about Drizzt and stuff. But that's actually where it all started, where he was actually a supporting main character. And then these are just some other random Forgotten Realms books, like some original ones when Forgotten Realms stuff was just starting, and some more random fantasy. And then down here we've got a lot of science fiction, mostly vintage science fiction. There's our older copy of Dune, or more modern copy of Dune, other Herbert books, Arthur C. Clarke. And like I said, I tried to do stuff that I didn't have, you know, also have hardcovers of these authors. So Sturgeon and Blish and Norton, and just a bunch of random stuff. I can go through those in another video if people want, but some of this vintage science fiction. Down here, this shelf is like all Isaac Asimov. These are the original older copies of Foundation, but then these are like, you know, the prequel and the original trilogy. I don't know what happened to the second one. I think I gave that to somebody. That's missing. And then the second sequel, Currents of Space, which is a Foundation-related book, and then some of Asimov's other science fiction novels. And then down here, this is just some random science fiction, a few old ones, some Jules Verne, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Peter F. Hamilton. So I'm missing this too. So this is the second one Judas Unchained, but there's a first one around here somewhere, Pandora's Star. This series was like, this was a 2-book series, Pandora's Star and Judas Unchained. This was, it was really just one book. Like I don't remember ever seeing this before. Like the first book, like literally just like ended like right in the middle of a scene. And so you had to continue on. I think it's just like there were 1,000 pages each. So you like couldn't actually put it in one book. It was really one big book. And so it was just this duology. There's other related ones that came after it, but as you can see there. But I don't know if you call it actually duology. I think that's a misused term, but I think a lot of people use duology to talk about 2-book series, but I don't know if that's right actually. But anyway, but this duology was just really one book. I mean, it was good. I mean, there was like some good ideas in there. It was good, but it wasn't 2,000 pages good for a book. But in any event, and here's some older stuff. Like here's some old Ace doubles and stuff that we got here at Perdido Station. So that's it for that bookshelf. That's as far as we got last night. We didn't do, we didn't get to, you know, the pile of possibilities piles or any of that. So I think we'll probably save that like for another video. But yeah, I think it worked out. You know, it's black, and I got to move that recycling bin. But so it's black, so it matches our Battlestar Galactica frames, and you know, and over here it's looking better already now. It's a lot looking a lot more tidy and clean, at least in this spot, and we got more work to do. But and there's my special bookmark that Pax Panic was nice enough to send to me. So yeah, I think we're making some good progress so far. So yeah, I think so. That's it. That's the organization we've done so far, and so we'll probably put up the video with just that, and then we'll do another one next when we get to doing more. And we're supposed to. So because, like I said, we have these books that are like sprawling over to other areas of the house now. My wife actually signed off on getting some new bookcases for downstairs in the basement, so I can have like all this extra stuff in like a second spot. But I just need to like get rid of like some couches down there first, and then I'm allowed to get the bookshelf. So, but maybe we'll do some filming of that too, depending if people actually like this kind of video. We haven't done this kind of video before, so let us know if we should keep showing you this kind of footage. So, all right, well, this was kind of fun doing it informal like this, but you know, we'll sign off for today. So, as always, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. There's Olive. It's really her chair now. If you like this video, as always, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you get notified the next time Olive says it's okay to upload another video. Leave us a comment if we should do more of these. And if you don't want to leave anything substantive, you can leave Olive a puppy emoji. She always likes to see those. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.